No, but my question is right. So, beer, wine, liquor.
Top 5 villains all time. You said who?
Oprah.
She's a villain?
Yeah, she hates niggas.
Passing out the medicines. We've been on that rock star regimen, knowing that I'm heaven sent, higher than I ever been. I got a problem with.
What's going on, guys, and welcome to Totally Blitzed podcast, and welcome to the KickBack. Today, we always got our hosts. I'm Paul, Pick and Win Concha, and I'm joined with.
Hey man, you already know it's that boy K and Water Boy Savoy. But hey, I'm the motherfucker that got his cat back. See, I let somebody kidnap my cat for a month, but now she back with her dad. You feel me? Niggas is living their best lives, man. It's Monday, Kickback Monday. Niggas is vibing. What's going on, man?
It's your boy Gerald 24, the comedian. Go ahead, follow me on YouTube, Instagram, all the social medias. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, if you can't tell by their faces, these niggas is tired as hell. See me? I do this shit every day. But motherfucking these my boys went through it. My boy Paul got that cough that we don't know what that is. And that boy Jerry looked like a zombie, man. So
Jerry been crying.
Hey, hit me. That boy been listening to that old Drake. So
I knew.
Hey, let me know, what do you guys consider a healthy sleep schedule?
That's a great question to start off with. They told me back in school 8 hours, right?
Yeah,
8 hours of sleep.
They say, like science be telling you, like, they say, I think it's like 6 is the bare minimum, and then 8 is the perfect number. And like anything over 9 is way too much. Because you ever sleep for because this happens to me all the time when I sleep in. You ever sleep for like 12 hours and wake up and you're still tired?
12 hours.
I've never slept for 12 hours straight before, but that does sound like I do get a lot of sleep certain days, thinking like, okay, I'm gonna pack up on sleep. I'm gonna fucking stack up on sleep today because I know I ain't doing shit tomorrow. I know I gotta do a hella shit tomorrow, but hella tomorrow I'd be tired as fuck because I was used to sleeping all day the day before.
Yeah, it's like tricks. They say that like if you sleep for over 9 hours, like your body gets tricked into thinking that like, oh, I don't. It's like OD on sleep, and your body gets more tired.
Your body starts getting in a hibernation mode back from the caveman days. You think caveman used to hibernate? What sleep do you think the caveman used to get? You think the niggas used to be up all day? But I think you do have to fight dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah, like you
had to be on your toes.
Thud. You gotta get up, bro.
I'm fucking tired. But man, it's motherfucking Monday, man. How's y'all weekends, man? It's July 4th weekend this weekend, and I'm finna get lit. What's up with y'all boys? How's y'all weekends this weekend? What y'all get into?
The weekend was good. I'm trying to tell. Jasmine's sisters came in from Chicago. She was spending time with her. And then my sister had a pop-up donut event in St. Pete. And
nice.
She sold out on donuts. She sold out on raffle tickets. And like,
did y'all get some pictures, video out there?
I got some pictures. Gabe was with me. That boy Gabe got a dozen. And like the next day he texted me, I was like, bro, that fucking churro twister donut smacked me. And I'm not gonna lie, but them donuts got me smacked. I can't even, I eat one and I'm done because they're so thick.
Well, damn, thanks for the invite. I would have went.
Well, they only had one ticket left.
Well, you had to have a ticket.
So you paid $20 and that ticket gets you in. And then with that $20, you get free drinks and free you get like 3 or 4 free drinks at the bar, and then you get one free donut, like complimentary donut. But if you want like a dozen or something, you gotta pay for. And if you buy a dozen, you get another free drink.
I ain't know nothing about that. I would pop that.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
She said she sold out. That's fine.
Hey, tell your sister we got some business to get to. We gotta get some content going for her shit.
Yeah, you can always. I mean, if you just want some donuts, you can always place an order. That's what Kyle's doing, because Kyle asked, he wanted me to bring him donuts, and I was just like, "Bro, she sold out. I bought a dozen, only got 8." So
that's the thing. I can't eat the donuts because my abs is coming through. You feel me? But I can support by making content for it. That's how I'll support. Because I can't buy it right now.
I'm a healthy guy, but this weekend, What I did this weekend? Friday was a good day. Saturday was some bullshit, really. But
Ooh,
towards the night,
tell me about the bullshit. That's what I be here for. It's Monday, motherfucking Monday. Kickback. Let me know what bullshit you got into, man.
You just ever be having like peace, and then out of nowhere some bullshit just happening?
Oh, at least twice a week, 3 times a week on the last week of the month, because I usually got to pay rent.
Now rent week be some bullshit, don't it?
Every time. Comes once a month too. Shit's terrible.
Always there.
And then yesterday was chill.
What was the bullshit though? What happened?
You said what was the bullshit? What was the bullshit?
Who texted you like talking about something I missed?
Damn, Jerry. Short
He got to figure out a way to tell the story without telling on nobody.
It wasn't even no text. It's more like bang at the fucking door.
Damn.
Was it like a early in the morning bang on the door? Was it?
Did I tell you how I woke up at 4 and then the 7? Yeah, around that time.
Oh yeah. Why would you fucking do that? Damn, Jerry. It's the light skin shit, man. You gotta chill.
That's that bullshit. I'll just leave it at that.
Hey man, you living your best life, man. Damn, that's a perfect segue into my next question. What is the worst way to wake up, right? So like this weekend, I'm about to be getting dumb drunk, right? But I'm older now. Like we're not 19 anymore. So like when niggas just get the Captain Morgan.
What? Don't bring them days.
Niggas can't do that. I turned into more of a Jack Daniels and Patron type of nigga. Like that's the type of nigga I grew into.
Grown man.
Ciroc type, a cup of Ciroc.
Yeah.
Right, to get me.
Leave
right
the 20 handle down and spend the extra 20.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying, for a little bit less too. Like it's crazy.
Have it on, sipping it on the side, set it down.
The numbers don't add up. Everybody pick one. Paul, hopefully you choose beer because I don't think any of us drink beer. Everybody pick one and tell me what's the situation like, because I gotta choose, because I gotta go to a pool party, a foam party, a Caribbean party, and a motherfucking brunch. So I'm pretty sure all 3 of those are gonna be in the mix.
Oh, didn't know we were surrounded by Mr. Bitches.
What?
I gotta work. I'm gonna be videographing that bitch.
No. What's the regular show? Party Pete.
A bunch of bitches.
Party Pete.
Party Pete.
But I tell you, I'll be in that bitch talking to a bunch of bitches. That's what will be going down. Jerry might be out there too. We'll see. But niggas is definitely gonna vlog that motherfucker.
I'll do a ranking so I can talk like why beer. So number one, I think liquor, just because like there's anything, like it's like you can mix it, you can take it straight, you can sip it, you can chug it, like you control your own destiny with the liquor, and you can and like you can choose if you want to take 3 shots back to back and get fucked up, or you can choose to make a mixed drink and sip on that for an hour and still get buzzed. And so then you just find the right mixture, like you said, like you got your Ciroc and shit now. Like once you find your liquor, like it's like water. Like you mix it with what you want to mix it with, and it gets simple. I'm gonna say beer at the 2, just because I used to think beer was nasty. Then I started trying some like fucking like at the outside like shit Shan would be drinking, and I would be like, let me try it. And then eventually I just found some beer that I thought actually tastes pretty good. And then there's those like atmospheres. Like if you're on like a UFC fight night or like a boxing card, you don't want to be twisted on the early card. So you gotta drink a couple beers throughout the early card, and just to get that buzz going, but not be dead by like 8:30. And then I put wine, and I love the wine that like what's it called? What's that, like the ones that are like 7 to 8% that like Publix people have all the time, like
the pink Moscatos.
The Moscatos are good. I like, but that's more like a champagne to me. And then whenever you try like a red wine, like the wines that people like, oh, I only need 1 glass of wine and I'm done. Like when you start drinking like those wines, like the deep red and the white, those things taste like socks. Like those things,
for real.
They taste bad, but they do get you twisted. But that 1 or 2 glasses, I don't know about y'all, but that shit makes me so sleepy. Like after like a full ass glass of wine, bro, I start yawning and shit. Like it's like a sleepy drunk.
Hey, that boy be drinking for real, for real. That's how I got this conversation.
No, my firm, whenever I promote the podcast, I always say, so I'm a stoner and my co-host is an alcoholic. But I'm pretty sure Paul smokes more than me too.
I try to put it on my back.
But Jerry, man, let me hear, man. Let me hear you, man.
What you said? Wine, liquor, beer. What's the fourth of those 3?
That was the 3. I mean, I guess seltzers and shit can count.
You can throw champagne. I know White Claw. That's your type of vibe.
Yeah, them shit's dead last. Them shits are dead last.
Dead last.
Man,
we got a white girl on the chat. Like all day.
That shit don't make no sense to me. Them seltzers, bro. Like, the fuck is this? They just down that bitch too. I'm like, for what?
I feel like they're like party favorites. They're kind of like, it's like having a Coke and having like an orange soda too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're just something to put there so other people could grab too.
It's not even for other people. It's just white people.
Oh, definitely. But nah. I'm not gonna lie. There's some people we drink like that. They is the Mike's Hard lemonades and the are those seltzers too?
They're not seltzers. They're I don't know what you would call them. Like a mixed cocktail canned drink.
Those are seltzers.
Never mind. I was about to put some respect on them, but I couldn't find it. But this shit's gonna be interesting because like I haven't gotten drunk in a while because like people don't know this, but like every time I drink, I get drunk because like that shit just be going straight to me. Like I take a shot and I usually start off with a shot and a drink, and then I usually be feeling it, and then I get a second drink, and that's when it's like it's a good thing I don't have a car, or like this shit would be kind of interesting. And then like if I get to the third drink, there's a good chance I'm gonna throw up when nobody's looking. But I be playing that shit off real smooth. So I just don't know what should be my game plan when I come into this, because this is gonna be 3 days and 4 events of drinking. What should be my game plan? Should I come in?
I think the first day you're gonna have a game plan. Then the second, third day it's gonna be like fuck it. One of them days got to be a fuck it.
Nah, that was another thing. I was like, it has to be one day I show. I can't be at the brunch because that's a little formal. You feel me? I probably got to wear, but I can't even wear like a t-shirt. I probably got to come like fresh to death.
Right.
To go to brunch, because there will be a bunch of bad bitches at that brunch. So motherfucking
bitches love brunches.
Bitches love brunch. I be saying like, damn hoes, wake up in the morning, eat breakfast. She's like, nah, I gotta get out. I'd rather get ready and then go at 11. Like, fucking trust me. But that should be. But I also have to be recording too. So like, I gotta be vlogging, recording, and motherfucking taking pictures out there. So like, I can't get too twisted. But like, I gotta choose one event where it's like, all right, fuck it. Like, this is gonna be real blurry. This all the stuff, all the clips from here gonna be real blurry.
And that's how I know you was drunk.
Shit, you're gonna have to find, because it sounds like something's gonna happen. Well, you gotta figure out which one is the least important event, and then there's go hard on that one.
I'm thinking about doing it at the event with the most bitches, because like I'm probably gonna be spitting, so like I probably want to put the camera down because like I can't. It's tough to spit and record at the same time. I be seeing my footage when I be looking back, and I be like, I really was talking to this kid the whole time. Motherfucking dude was on stage. Like I really got to chill.
It's probably gonna be the Caribbean one on the brunch. That's my thinking.
The brunch, I gotta take stupid pictures because that's how I'm gonna get Instagram followers. Like I said, take it. Hey, would you guys want a picture? Oh yeah, let me get your Instagram so I can send it to you. Stupid
motherfucker. And then I'm following right back.
Nah, it depends. If they fine, I'll probably keep it.
It's a nigga.
Oh, Jerry, did you see your homeboy Chris Olave?
Chris Olave,
this new Saint, the wide receiver from Ohio State.
What he did?
He tweeted, "I don't care. Rod Wave is top 5."
You know,
I retweeted that.
Oh, you retweeted that?
You saw that because of me.
I was about to say he definitely put it on my page, but you didn't know that was your receiver. Bro is nice too. Bro from Ohio State. I thought he was the best.
We always get Ohio State players. I just noticed that. Like we got a little thing with Ohio State.
Hey, Ohio State got some bad motherfuckers. Ohio's a different breed out there. From from what I've been told
Mhm.
by Pop.
I think it's just like Ohio State and Alabama. No matter, like every team at least got like a fuckload of players from like those two schools. Just because those two schools, you might be a bench warmer, but still get drafted in like the 7th round, just because the potential. Like you made Ohio State squad, so you must be at least decent.
Hey, but now he tweeted out he on my radar. That's all I gotta say now.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Is kind of nice. And he's a deep threat, so Jameis would be really air that bitch out at home.
His footwork nasty. I just thought that was fun. I was like, damn, this man really is a Jerry Will Saint type of player.
hey, this put some work in. Hopefully Michael Thomas come back too.
Did y'all see Jameis Winston's workout? Him as on the ball and like a little bar.
Was he looking stupid?
It did. People were quite. And we know how when Jameis workouts come out, everyone starts questioning.
Oh, I'm saying,
what the fuck is he doing? He was basically like laying on his back, like on a like a medicine ball, like a weight ball type thing, and he had like a bar and he was lifting it, but the bar was like flimsy. Like he was going like this, and the bar is like, you do like a pencil trick, and you're like, look, I can turn the pencil into rubber. Like that's what the bar was looking like.
You just putting out content.
People are just like, what the fuck is Winston doing?
They gotta put out dumb content once a year. remember the football one?
He was getting like beat up.
Yeah.
Twisting the hip.
I think he has another one too. Like he was doing some dumb shit, man. This nigga James Winston's gotta do something once a year.
Jameis Winston, every time I see his workouts and then I listen to him talk, I'd be like, this is the real person. Like this is exactly who he is.
Without a doubt.
No cap. All real.
He's very gifted arm. He has a very gifted arm, and he's genuinely probably the funniest person in the NFL.
Nah, for real. That nigga's stupid.
It really is stupid, man.
And like he does, it's just he doesn't do it on purpose. Like he's just genuinely him, and that should be killing him.
I think at this point, I don't know. I think he knows now.
Nah, that's his person. I bet you if you go to the floor, because just imagine, remember when Florida State started losing, and then he was in that bitch talking about some hell no, like.
Oh yeah. A little clip of him saying hell no, yeah.
That was just like that's just his personality. I feel like he's like when he took those crab legs, like I really feel like bro was just like, who took? He's probably eating them bitches like me. You stop me for what?
That's a W.
Eat the W.
That's
the W. Look, you want it out.
That's the man, though.
That shit was so unnecessary.
Have y'all seen anything this weekend, like TV or movie? Like, I
watched some funny shit this weekend. I watched Us, and like I was like,
that's the ABC show or something.
That's that old Jordan Peele show, the Jordan Peele movie. I'm trying to get ready for that.
Oh, movie. You said show, nigga.
Is it a show or movie? Is anything you watched over the weekend?
Yeah.
No. He said it was a show. I think my fault.
But that us shit was interestingly because I knew what happened and I understood how good a movie it was. When I watched it, and I was just like, oh shit, this is fucking wild. Like I just wondered, like, how do you come up with certain things? Like, what's the craziest show or like movie that had you sitting there thinking like, what the fuck? How did you even come up with this? Who put this to paper? Who put this pencil to paper and this is what came up?
Where all of them show like. There's a show on Netflix that I usually put on when I just have like background music type thing. Like I'm not paying attention, just let it play. And it's like the movies that made us. I don't know if I've ever seen that, bro, but literally like they'll turn scripts into like what we know them now. Like the Forrest Gump script. It was nothing even close to that, they say. Like when you first get it, it was just like a guy with autism becomes president. And then he goes to war and his wife dies and goes home and then he mourns her death. And that would be like the Forrest Gump's original script. And then like 5 people took that script and that idea and started working on it. And then boom, you got Forrest Gump, like the masterpiece it is. And it is nothing even close to what the original like 200-page script that they found in like a locker, because like they just have like script lockers of like, and they call it locker hell. And if you're in the scripts in the locker for like 5 years, it gets burnt. Like it is. So like some movies are just waiting in the locker to be made. Sometimes like great masterpieces get burnt up because no one really gave a fuck about that script type shit. So like they're just saying like they'll just turn these scripts that literally have nothing to do with the original movie into like what we said. I'm just like that just blows me away, because it's like all the movies are like that. Like every single one of them is like, oh, the original script had like sharks fucking coming in on UFOs, and like the original script has nothing to do with like Oscar award movies that we see nowadays.
That's fucking crazy. So you told me Forrest Gump didn't even have the life is like a box of chocolates. They didn't even have that shit in there.
No, like there's like they'll have like, it's so crazy. Like it's almost like you're starting from like a blank canvas kind of thing. Like it's an outline, but the outline is nothing compared to like the final product that like they show. And I would recommend, because like the Michael Myers movies are on there. Like they break down how those got made. They break down like the Ghostbusters, like
oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've seen that.
Like Eddie Murphy was supposed to be part of the original Ghostbusters, and then like shit got in the way. Like Bill Murray was telling everybody like no one heard from Bill Murray in like 8 months. And then like they're supposed to shoot in New York, and then someone saw that like he was in London the day before, and they were just like, Bill Murray just fucked us. And then the next day, 6 a.m, Bill Murray's in New York City waiting to shoot, like type shit. And it was just like, there's the crazy background stories you hear that like how these movies got made. I was like, oh shit. Like I was, especially you, Kev, like that's like in your alley.
I was about to say, I'm low-key about to put it on right now in the background.
Yeah, I remember the Michael Myers one. That was interesting.
Because there's no blood in Michael Myers, and I didn't know that. Because it has like PG-13 just because of off of fear and violence, but there's no blood in Michael Myers. Like they didn't show it.
It was crazy. I remember the part where they told
at least the first
went
one
went around like promoting that shit, and then out of nowhere that shit just like blew up type shit. That's what had me.
Oh, that's fine. Oh yeah, I'm watching that shit. What about you, Jerry? What's some shit that made you sit down? Like, how did motherfuckers make this? Because there's a lot of cartoons.
I've seen a lot of movies, so I can't really tell you at the top of my head. But speaking on like the Us subject, the Jordan Peele type, because Jordan Peele is like coming from Key and Peele and then being director and makes like those weird black movies, but real subject movies,
a thriller, like, dark kind of
right,
dark just concepts.
Correct. The way his brain works with these movies now, because the first one was Get Out, that had the world in shock, and then Us, that was a crazy one, and then now he got Nope coming out. I think. It might have came out. No, my fault. Comes out next month, July 22nd. Have you seen commercial for that one or trailer for that one?
I've seen a trailer.
I've seen them. You see it every time I go watch the movies. I see that shit. But they had the Super Bowl commercial.
Oh, did they? I didn't know.
They did. I don't remember. Or probably.
They snapped on the Super. You know, I watched the commercials for the Super Bowl. They snapped on the Super Bowl commercial because you didn't know what it was. It was like, what the fuck is this? I recently seen the trailer when I went to go watch Jurassic Park, and I was like, oh, they finna spaz. That big got aliens and all. You know how I feel about aliens.
And just even the title of the movies are like Us, Nope. It's like all simple, but it's deeper meaning.
Get Out. Yeah, like very simple.
Very simple title, but it's very deep. So I thought the way what Jordan Peele does his shit now, those are the crazy shits I can speak on.
That's my goal. And like when I look at Jordan Peele and like Spike Lee and like Quentin Tarantino, like you can look at their movies and be like, oh yo, that was a Spike Lee joint. That was a Jordan Peele thriller. Damn, Quentin Tarantino might be racist. How does he say nigga this much in a movie?
He's white, right? He's the one that can make on the black movies.
Like I'm telling you, it should be crazy, but like I don't know.
He has like 13 or 11, like his classic. Like he has like 13 movies that are all considered classic. It's like the Quentin Tarantino's 13 or something.
Yeah, you can't beat him because like he made Pulp Fiction and Django, so like the motherfucker knows something. So like that's my goal in life, to be able to sit down and be like, hey yo, you know that was a KK production.
Hey, and Quentin Tarantino, I was at my dad's house and he has like HBO and Cinemax, so like I just put on HBO at night and there's whatever plays. And it was a Quentin Tarantino doc about his movies and how they were made and stuff, and had all the actors, not all of them, but majority of all the, because he uses the same actors in like a lot of movies.
Right.
And they talk about Reservoir Dogs, which was his first movie. Like that was the movie he took to the Sundance and the French like movie awards, all that stuff, and that's where everyone came out of there like Quentin Tarantino is a fucking genius. And Reservoir Dogs, he says it was like $150. Like that's all he had to make that movie. And like if you look at it, Steve Buscemi, the guy with like googly eyes that's in a lot of Adam Sandler movies, he's everyone's supposed to be wearing like suit and tie, like all black suit and tie and matching. And then like they pause it and they're like, see, we were so broke. Steve Buscemi's wearing black jeans throughout the movie, no one can tell. And then they like pause it and circle it, and like they pause it like every time like those scenes will pop up, they would like point out like, yeah, but we fucked up right here. If y'all look, like this isn't supposed to be showing. Like it's fucking like they just go back and break it down.
That's crazy.
And they do that for like all 13 of his movies. So they only spend like 10, 15 minutes per movie, then talk about like how it was filming and all. But another thing I would tell you, Kevin, a great watch.
Paul been hiding this. Paul been had the game for me. I had to get him on the cast to find out. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question on it. Next time I ask you next week, I'm gonna ask you what's the meaning of life, and I bet you have like 4 answers.
I just watched this weekend last night as I was up to 4 a.m. I got to binge watch a new anime. It's called like Spargan or Sparagon. It's a new Netflix anime that just dropped. And I highly recommend it, bro. It's only like 8 episodes. I'm on like episode 6 already. And it's deep. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Like I sent a clip into the anime group chat of like one guy came in and it was like a United States mercenary. He came in with like a machine gun, like a Gatling gun, like fucking arm, and it's like like just cleaned up. I'm talking about blood everywhere. Everyone's dead. And then like the last guy, he picks him up and he Gronk spikes him. And he says touchdown. I was like so blown away, bro. I think that was some of the coolest shit I've seen in a little while in anime.
That's the one you put in the group chat.
And I would say, right, because the anime, like, if I don't want to spoil nothing, but basically, like, there's an old ancient civilization of the gods that lived on Earth, and like they had the technology to like make and like immortal, like this god technology. And like people are just fighting not to let the bad people get it, and then the good people are trying to get it. But there's a lot more behind the scenes of like some good people aren't good, some bad people aren't bad, some like the Noah's Ark is one episode, and like there's a massive arc, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like it gets real deep into like psychology, like the philosophy of life, and like when animes do that and they string it together, it's really good.
Yeah, once you said no art, I was like, they might be up to something.
No, I'm saying each episode's like they're like the immortality elixir of life. Like there's like they just going through like I'm not even that far into knowing like what's the base. I've been following along on the missions and everything, but I just know eventually there's gonna be like a twist in the story that like, oh, like something bad's gonna happen because it's going a little too easy right now.
Is it going a little too easy right now?
Oh, and then there's a couple good guys that are just cold. Like when you see them, they have like the killer eyes. They don't talk. They don't do nothing. They just like an Itachi Levi kind of person. They don't really talk. They like you see it in their eyes that they're the coldest motherfucker in the squad.
So you always gotta have one.
Gotta have one. Levi might be my top. Oh, Jerry, you got a question for us?
I did. Well, I'm not gonna ask that one yet, but he gave me one. Well, how should I word this? I guess. How should I turn this into a question? I guess. Or, would you? I don't know. If you had the choice to be immortality, would you take it?
What else could I do? Like, what's
Is it just like there's an immortality elixir and it's like drink it or don't?
Can I get like a unlimited? Can I get like a lifetime fucking gift card to Fresh Kitchen instead? Like I'll take that. Like
immortal forever.
I'll take it just because I want to see, because like think about like the history that we have of like people from like 2,000 years ago, and like we roughly kind of guess that we're correct about what they did 2000. Like we don't really know their day to day. Like we just know major event. I would like to actually be there during those major events to be like, fucking history lying their ass off. That's not what the fuck happened. Like I actually know what the fuck truly happened throughout time and shit. Like
write my own history book. because their history books like low key be lying sometimes.
Yeah, or they'll find something new that completely counters what they originally thought.
And be like,
So I'm a firm believer in that history books are 100% cap. Like I'm waiting for motherfucking when the shit that's been going down for like the last 50 years gets put in history books. I'm gonna go be checking little niggas' history books. Like, yeah, that's not how that shit went down. This is what really happened.
what? I can't wait to the pandemic one.
Oh yeah, I'm like, no, that's not what happened.
Nah.
Literally, Rudy Gobert.
Should just have a picture of Rudy in the history book
right.
with him like Tonio's touching the mic.
Yeah, like literally, he did this. He caught COVID, and the whole world shut down after that. The NBA shut down, and after that, the whole world did. It was all in the same week.
Bitch ass nigga.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think I'm taking it more. I'm literally gonna ask if I can get like a lifetime gift card to like Chick-fil-A or something. Well, the world's not that fun for me to be chilling. For me to motherfucking be here for. I rather because like, and I heard heaven is lit. I be reading the Bible. They say heaven is lit. So like, being immortal, you gotta stay here. And like,
still gotta pay bills.
I don't like how people that are immortal fight. They don't have no good. Their defense is terrible because like you're not gonna die. So like you just keep coming back. I'm like, oh, that's weak. I'm more of a how am I gonna know that I'm about to? How am I gonna get stronger if I don't almost die? Like niggas be forgetting a part saying.
I just realized that I would have to pay bills forever. So yeah, I'm good on that.
Damn.
No, I feel like if you're immortal, you figure out like how you figure like you find a cabin in the woods that no one fucking with type shit. Like you have a lair.
Yeah, definitely. Imagine like you got like a couple thousand years. You could set some money aside. Like you can find the money.
Who's stopping me? I can't die.
And you're probably not getting older, so you gotta change locations all the time. So you're gonna find the money play.
Make a GoFundMe.
please help me die.
Like it's impossible to make enough expenses to retire since I can't die. So I need y'all to fund my retirement.
This is
a life.
Right.
Story.
Right. Niggas gonna have generations of family members that have been funding your retirement. Like, yeah, man, this is a mortal guy. We send $500 every year to.
You know, I will say though, like your biggest drawback to mortality is like you're the only one that has it too. So like if you have children or loved ones, family, like
gone.
I couldn't imagine watching like my daughter or son growing up and then like growing old, like Benjamin Button style, and then like poof. And then like you still just like, do you go back and try to have like, do you even want another kid to go through that or
just start over?
Yeah, that's tough. And like, do you tell them niggas that you're immortal? Because like eventually they're gonna notice you don't age.
Yeah, it'll be a family secret. Like once they hit 12, you sit them down.
Damn, Dad, you don't change a bit.
Like mom look old as fuck.
I don't think you'd be able to keep it a secret. If you chose to live like your first life, at least you could keep it a secret because then like after like maybe 200 years, niggas will forget.
All right. Well, I have
like Hancock type shit.
Well, I have a similar question. It was would you rather go in the past 100 to 200 years and it's like a little time machine, go back and see what you get to pick where you want to go. You got 100, 200 years to pick from. Go back. Meet your ancestors, blah, 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 blah. Anything you want to do, meet somebody, see something, or vice versa. Have the same ability, but go 100 or 200 years in the future to see what civilization be like, your great grandchildren, like shit like that, like there was dripping, like where would you rather go back 100, 200 or go forward 100, 200 just for the day? You're not gonna live.
My question, right? Can I bring something back?
You can bring it back as long as it doesn't alter space-time continuum.
Now that's what I'm going for. I'm trying to alter some shit. So like,
yes,
if I go to the past, I might go tell like motherfucker, hey, yo, Blue Sleep, like, hey, take this scene out. Hey, let the stunt double do this scene. Or motherfucking because he died on set, didn't he? Like
he died in his trailer. His son died on set.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know he had a son.
Brandon Lee. You ever heard of the movie The Crow? It's like a big 90s movie. That's his son. And then he died making that movie.
Dang.
I'd go back in time, and I give Magic a pack of rubbers, 300 rubbers, and I'm like, yo,
you need these,
there's
please.
there's this thing. I understand. I know how you feel. You're Magic Johnson, but I just understand. Gold pack, gold Laker. You get more championships. I'm just saying. You heard this from me. Can't force you to do anything. I just know that you're a businessman first. Like, holla at you.
I'm probably gonna go stop Thanos.
And I'm telling Larry Bird, bro, I'm a licensed contractor. Me and my team will lay this fucking pavement for free. Like, we got you. You go play fucking basketball.
What about you, Jerry? You going back or forward?
For a day, I'll probably go back. I don't want to see what the future look like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just in a day, like,
I'm kind of scared of the future. What do you
right,
think?
The world might not even exist, man.
If I go to the future, can I at least save the future? Like, can I at least come with a task? Like,
give me a mission.
Give you a mission.
I'd be upset if I don't like what's going on and I can't change it. Like, and then now I got to go back knowing that like we're fucking stuck. Like,
you think this is bad?
We're fucking wait till the robots come. Like,
shit, y'all go back 100 years though. Y'all remember like, I don't know, over 100 years.
I'm stopping something in my timeline. I'm stopping something. I'm probably stopping Thanos.
I'm coming with a Uzi, and I'm pulling up on and me and the Native Americans, we gonna have some fun with colonists.
Colonizers.
I don't know if I'll go back just because I don't know if it'd be so fucking like there's no AC, no electricity, no none of that. Like I'm fucking like you walk inside of a building, it's just as hot as it is outside, 100 degrees.
Depends on what time of the year it is.
Not in Florida.
Nah, I actually would love to go back because just imagine. I feel like it's so nostalgic, like just being no matter what period. Imagine going to like the 1800s, right? And you got
and people didn't shower but like once a year back in those times, so it stank.
Oh shit.
Yeah, running water wasn't a thing.
You trying to go? You just trying to go fly in a hovercraft for the day?
That was one thing I would go to the future just to see, like, because now, like, we know aliens are real. Like, we had a lot of suspicion, but like people, like the government's coming out saying, like, yeah, there's been we just can't explain what is going on. We don't. So I would like to see like 100, 200 years in the future. Is there like a Futurama type situation where like one of them finally came down and
shake hands with the president.
With the mayor of New York. It was a big deal. And then fucking we're living side by side with like the Arthrax and the like the fucking crazy ass aliens out there.
I'm thinking of like some Planet of the Apes type. Like, what if the apes start fucking? They get a Caesar, become smart type shit.
Or the AI fucking make better robots, and then we got to deal with that in the future.
Or what if all that's happening at once in the future?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like this movie shit, like something might actually happen. Like something like the movie stuff is so accurate because I already say like if you really go all the way to robots and like you go artificial intelligence, like there's a good chance these niggas is gonna get upset one day and just take over. Like, so I want to know, like, what is the plan for that?
They do behave humans. We do be pissing them off.
Well, that's why they have the 3 fundamental laws of robotics. Like whenever they make a robot AI, they always have the 3 laws they program it with. And like it's like first one is I shall not hurt a human. I shall not, like they have these certain laws that like they can't, like, I don't know how to explain it.
Like an iRobot.
Yeah, kind of. They just have these 3 fundamental laws that like when they make them, just like, and it's for reasons like that, like just in case we start pushing AI too far into like they start building personalities, at least they have like this law programmed into them where like they can be pissed off but they still can't hurt us because like but
one's gonna find his way around.
I'm not saying until my suit
gonna find a way around the motherfucking law.
Until my Dr. Giro ass makes a robot that motherfucking without the 3 laws, and now he's going around unmotherfucking programming other robots, building an army, and he turned this shit into Nat Turner quick.
Yeah, have a button at all times. At all times.
All right, today.
What? Smash that motherfucker so quick. That nigga said, "Huh?"
Hey,
Bro, this nigga Dr. Gero, bro, I was thinking about this nigga Dr. Gero hated Goku so much. He built like 20 something androids and became an android himself.
Bruh, no cap. And it hit me like he spent so much time because Goku never met Dr. Gero.
Never.
He spent so much time working on this stuff that he made androids that were strong enough to be a Super Saiyan. And I just need you, a little kid bust your ass, and you spent so much time in your lip.
He didn't even bust his ass. He bust the Red Ribbon Army ass, and he hated him ever since.
And like, cause they had an Android 8, and
oh yeah, they did have one. Yeah, they did have
Android 8 couldn't keep up with Kid Goku. So I feel like every time he came out with an Android, he's like, all right, Android 10. This is gonna be the one to take him out. He'll go see Goku versus Piccolo at the World Tournament. Like, fuck, back to the drawing board. Android 11, this is gonna be the one to take him out. Next thing you know, he see Goku versus Vegeta. He's like, God damn it. Let me get back.
That motherfucker was going through it. That's a lot of hatred towards one person.
No, that's funny. Not as bad as Frieza to the Saiyans, though.
That nigga was racist.
Yeah, Frieza just was
that nigga was
real
racist.
ass conqueror.
His last words were, his supposed to be last words were, I got defeated by a monkey. And I was just like, this man just thug until he dies. I see him thug until the end.
But he was scared of them low key, so.
Because he knew what the fuck was.
He knew the fuck will come one day.
They said because they told him, because you see the Bardock special, they made it make sense. But motherfucking he knew what was going down because he knew what niggas not to fuck with. He knew not to fuck with Majin Buu Beerus. The Super Saiyan was gonna come back one day, and he seen that they was. I feel like he seen Broly's power level on paper and was like, oh fuck, yeah, it's time for these niggas to go.
He said one gonna rise up on the ass.
So but
speaking of villains,
I'm gonna say this is a perfect segue, man. Let me get the question, man.
No, I was working my way into it. Top 5 villains all time. Anime, shows, movies, maybe somebody in real life, honestly.
Oh damn!
Or even a serial killer.
Yeah, I didn't know about real life.
We can throw a serial killer in that motherfucker, Ted Bundy type shit.
I got my list together because he asked me this yesterday, so that's when I figured it out, or 2 days ago, and I figured it out last night. I got a couple lists together.
I'm trying to think now, especially since you said real people.
I
just thought of that one, to be honest.
I got a top 5. And I couldn't just do villains because I feel like I wouldn't be able to rank them. So I just did anime. I did like a couple lists. So for animes, I got motherfucking Yajiro Hamna, Madara, Frieza, damn, I'm high. Not Dio Brando. He didn't make it. Not Kid Buu. Kid Buu didn't make it over. I put Frieza in. I didn't want to put too many Dragon Ball Z characters. Who was 4 and 5? They were good. Oh, Sensui from Yu Yu Hakusho. And
okay, Sensui's a good pick.
I wanted to put Naraku from Inuyasha, but I ended up going with, oh man, I can't remember who the 5th one was. Was it Naruto? Nah.
You said Madara.
Nah, dang. Hey, I'm coming back. Come back to it for the 5th one.
I'm gonna say.
Hopefully somebody say it.
I would say Dio, but I'm not like I wasn't too like the first. I like JoJo, but I can't watch the whole thing, so I don't really grasp the full concept of his eviltality. But I know I got to put Aizen. Aizen's always in my top 5 because he never had like a real backstory. He was just like doing shit. Like they never gave you a reason, like a traumatic experience in his life on why he did it. Like I wanted to learn.
It was out there.
My personal favorite, I love Madara, but I gotta say Orochimaru. Like that, like he was cross generations of fucking like he was like little Naruto, he was the main villain. Big Naruto, he was still a villain, and then in Boruto, he doesn't even like he just chilled in the village. Like he got a free pass for all the atrocities he committed. Like I can't. And he made a whole village just to like the Sound Village was literally made just for him to get away with shit and make it. Like I give him always my top 5 in that spot.
I didn't even know he was in Boruto.
Dragon Ball Z. Frieza, just because I think he's the most iconic villain off rip. Like he was the very first, like I know Vegeta was a big, but Vegeta was like an underling of Frieza. Like Frieza was a problem for a minute, and then he came back for the resurrection, and like he's the Mecha Frieza. Like there was a couple incarnations of that man. Kid Buu is just like he's pure evil, but at the same time, like he's not menacing. Like when I see Kid Bull, like he's just having fun with it. He don't realize that he's destroying galaxies in the process. And then I gotta put that boy Gustavo from Breaking Bad.
Gustavo, okay.
That boy was a cold. That one scene where he doesn't get spoiler alert if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, when he like gets blown up and he just walks out anyway. I thought he really was gonna like like that, like some gangster shit like this. And then fell out.
Face off.
Half nigga face off type.
And the Joker. I'm gonna say just a classic. The Joker. He's probably the most iconic villain in all of comics, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been different incarnations, but like Heath Ledger's Dark Knight Joker is banger. Like I didn't the last movie Joker is pretty good. Also Joaquin Phoenix, but
and any actor who plays Joker will tell you they was fucked up.
Yeah.
They was fucked up. Getting into that role. My top 5 list. Man, I should have made a separate one, but I think this is good all time. Joker, Frieza.
What about Evil Flash?
Nah, chill. That's on my other list. Chill. Don't be giving away my other list, Paul. Reverse Flash is the worst.
Reverse Flash, well, that nigga was fucked up. That was a fucked up ass nigga.
I promise I got him on the list because I knew you was gonna say Joker.
That nigga definitely did kill his parents just for him to become the Flash. What I said, Joker, Frieza, Yujiro Hama, Bishop from Juice, the movie. Just because I just watched that the other day.
That man, he just got way too fucking, yeah. He went psychotic.
That nigga got out of control. That nigga definitely, I was like, bro, this nigga is evil. Once he got the gun, it was a wrap. Who was the fifth spot? Dang, that fifth spot kind of hard.
Was it an anime or a TV show or movie?
Fudge. Did I write it down? I might have.
Was it Lex Luthor?
He's in honorable mentions.
Doomsday.
I put Hitler.
Oh, Hitler is not that one. That man was.
I've been doing some research on Hitler.
Yeah, Hitler was a
that was a fucked up ass nigga right there. And he had a big ass following too.
Real crimes against humanity. Like Hitler's terrible.
That was a terrible ass man.
He would fucking take over a whole ass country. Like he would invade Poland and by noon and be taken over Poland by 4:00 in the afternoon. Like he was really like he was an unstoppable force in Central Europe.
That nigga was not playing until we came to the picture court, until we finally joined the war.
Hey, that's Japan's fault. But
for sure.
But for my other list, it had Thanos. I wanted to put Loki, but I ain't do it. Reverse Flash.
That's hard.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz. That's the reason why I had to take Loki out, because I was like, I put Dr. Doofenshmirtz Mischief over that nigga. For real TV shows, I fuck with Kanan. Kanan was always a villain to me. He was never really a good guy. Kanan from Power. And a real life person. Oh man, who would be my real life person? Oprah.
You said who?
Oprah.
She's a villain?
Yeah, she hates niggas.
Damn. Bomb drop.
Yeah, Oprah.
That's gonna be in a trailer. Honorable mention, I forgot to mention Cottonmouth from Luke Cage.
I never watched that show.
I'm not saying that. I'm glad it wasn't just me.
Oh man, Cottonmouth was a cool ass nigga, man. But the first season was good. Second season was
But Jerry notorious for watching shows that nobody else was watching, bro. I saw him.
I try to watch everything. Y'all niggas be sleep. So
He tweeted out, anyone else watching this new season of All American? No one responded to him, not even a like. And then he comments on it the next day. It was pretty like, I don't know. He's like, bro, it's pretty good or something. I was like, bro, why are you talking to yourself the next day? Bro? No one's watching that shit.
I see nobody else is watching. So I'm like, okay. No, I responded. I said, I still do. Period. Hey man, I just be trying to watch what nobody else would watch. That's all.
Hey, no cap. My number 5 is Ronald Reagan. That's my number 5. Final answer. Keep it moving.
Ronald Reagan. I put Nixon was worse than Ronald Reagan.
Nah, Nixon wasn't a crook.
Nixon was a pathological liar, though.
He wasn't a crook, but he wasn't a crook.
Ronald Reagan was a crook?
Ronald Reagan is a lot of things.
I don't know too much about Ronald Reagan. What's the worst thing he did?
Go watch Snowfall.
Yeah, like that whole, like, he was very big on like supplying the coke into the United States, like to supply this war going on in the Contras to stop communism in South America. Like, this is when USSR was still doing shit, not Russia. So like Cuba was now a part of the communist regimen, and then like they didn't want Venezuela to also, they didn't want Panama, they didn't want all our surrounding countries to go communist. So he started supplying war, and the way he supplied it was he used bringing crack and cocaine into the United States and destroyed low-income families.
Shit.
That's crazy to know that. That's real shit.
That sounds pretty accurate.
And he was an Elvis fan. Tells you all you need to know.
Nah, exactly. Elvis got his Elvis. They made an Elvis movie that's coming out or came out. I don't know. All I know is all I had to see was Stevie Wonder saying that Elvis stole most of his shit from the black artists during them times, and I believe it.
I missed it. But I'm back.
What you got for us, Paul?
What you need today? I got some facts. I also got some questions.
Let me see. What's the word?
We've been doing question. Throw a fact out real quick.
All right. Y'all, everyone knows the childhood favorite, Charlie Brown. Y'all used to watch the specials on Christmas.
Still watch the special.
To this day.
To this day.
Well, Sally, Charlie Brown's little sister, in the original cast, those OG ones that are like bad pixels that we watched, Fergie is the voice of Charlie Brown's sister, Sally.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
And she was only like 8 years old, but that was her very first gig in the industry.
Oh, that's interesting.
Would have never knew that. Fergalicious.
Fergie, yeah. And then
I need to get my voice behind a cartoon. We gotta go make a cartoon. Get our voice behind the cartoon. Niggas that never knew. Like, damn, that was them boys. That's crazy.
Be like Entourage. Be like Johnny Drama.
Yeah.
That was one of the best whenever he was getting his animated show going.
Oh yeah.
They said, bro, just sit it out, bro. I gotta stay strong. He's like, I'm gonna lose everything. I'm gonna lose it all. But see, I got another fun fact.
Bananas.
If y'all tried a new variety of an apple each day, one new one a day, it would take you over 20 years to finish.
Wow. I thought it was just 3: red, green, and yellow.
No, then you got actually breaking down like the honey crisp and the honeysuckle, and like you actually start breaking down like each one based on like apple growers would know, not me, but
niggas solidified in that field.
But I was like 20 years is a long time. I didn't think there'd be that many fucking apples, types of apples.
No wrap cup.
I don't know about that fact. I feel like I do it 18 years.
And then my final fact is bees can live inside of your eyes. They didn't think this was possible till a 28-year-old Taiwanese woman thought she had dirt in her eye. Then her eye swelled up, went to the doctor. They saw something black, like an insect leg in there. And then when they pulled it out, it was a 4 millimeter long bee. And it wasn't the only one. There was another one and another. There was 4 bees in total, all alive and feeding off the woman's tears.
How'd they get it out?
They just, you know, the doctors, they pull out them fucking little tools. They start fucking. That's why I always get doctors. I suck at operations, so whenever they start working on like eyes and they're like, let's say you're working on eyes and like you just blinded that person. Like that person now can't, like, you cannot move.
Bring the best person with the best hands in here now.
I saw a TikTok that was like, show me your job by your hand, or like hand movement, and it was like a chef, and you're like, you just take a video of your hand like over 5 seconds, and like a chef's hand does not move because they're so used to like precision cuts and everything. And then it was like a doctor did it and his hand didn't move either, like at all, no shaking, no nothing. And it was like, that's how like precise their hands have to be.
You gotta train the motherfuckers, boy. A bee, 4 bees?
4 bees.
And she just chilling and her eyes got...
She thought it was some dirt. And then the next day, the bitch probably swelled up to, I'm guessing, like a, you know, black eye kind of thing. Like you can't see.
Where the fuck where's she at for bees?
She was in Taiwan. This is a Taiwanese. I'm guessing in Taiwan. It says a Taiwanese woman.
Okay, I'm about to say, like, where's at to have that many bees? Like, I don't think I've seen 4 bees in the same place before.
You don't be going outdoors, bro. I be seeing bees everywhere.
Yeah, you tripping. I see bees all the time.
Nah,
I don't see bee nests, but I see bees. I see wasp nests like in apartments and everything, but I never see bee nests. But I see bees.
I see wasps like a motherfucker, but I don't be seeing bees. Maybe I'm not a springtime motherfucker.
How they get inside her and she ain't noticed?
That's interesting. That was
You had your mouth open, just let them keep coming in, or you feel them crawl through your ear, or
I'm guessing it went through the eye because she said she felt like dirt hit her eye, and like
4 of them. You felt 4 spots. All right, this bitch was trying out shit. Ain't no way you let that. Maybe 1 before. All right, that bitch was trying shit. Talking about dirt. She wanted to be on the news.
But outside of that, those are my 3 facts. When I saw them, I was like, the Fergie one's cool. The Apple one's pretty cool, like a fun little knowledge. But then that fucking bee story, I was like, hold up now that's fucking.
We're gonna have to get her on the podcast because that don't make no sense.
I don't think we're gonna have a translator.
For real.
She'll probably tell us exactly what happened. And I'm just be like,
makes sense. Thank you for your time. This has been a Kickback Monday. That shit don't make no. Yeah, I don't know about that one. She was doing some shit. She was doing some shit she wasn't supposed to be doing. That's how I'm gonna leave it at.
Hey, that's real, man. Hey, I went to the post office today, right? And I was supposed to get a passport, but then I realized like I don't have passport money. I gotta go.
The passport, because I've been told different prices in the recent 2 months.
It depends also on like I want to say there's there's different types, like there's tiers of passports.
Okay.
Because also like when you get a passport, you get it stamped whenever you enter the country, and then like once you hit a certain amount of stamps, like you got to buy more, like not like stamp paper, like because you filled up. You ever heard someone say, "I filled my passport, I got to get another one"? So sometimes I think you can buy like bigger passports, like ones that are like, you know, the deluxe passport that comes with more stamps, so you can pay extra more and more. Also, I want to say there's like domestic passports. I could be wrong on this, but I think there's domestic passports that allow you to go to Canada, Mexico, and like the Caribbean. But then there's like the international passports are a little bit more, and then those are the ones that you need to go to like cross the sea and shit. I go to like London and China. I could be wrong, but I want to say that's what I heard.
So I can show up one day and then they could be like, damn, you out of space. Like, you can't stamp this.
Yeah, like if you have a full passport, they won't let you fly. Like because
you out of space.
They might think like there's a reason why he didn't go get a new passport. Like like because sometimes you just can't get one because you're on a no fly or this shit. So then they might think like there's this policy to it. Like if you don't have it, you can't go.
Hey, they don't play that shit no more.
Yeah, TSA ain't fucking. They like the DMV, but they don't want to hear the story. They next. Open the next. But I said next, sir. Like you don't even get the time to spit out why you're in this situation.
Bro, I be seeing them motherfuckers be upset in the airport too, especially like if they don't have their like ID, so they got to go through like 100 different things. Upset, having to walk. Oh man, upset.
Yeah, once you get taken to the back.
And then metal detectors hate my ass. I don't be having nothing on me, Paul. I mean, I'd be cleaner than Mr. Clean himself. I'd be going through the metal detector all the time. I'm saying, yeah, man, go again. If not, I gotta give you a pat down. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, there's nothing wrong.
You got some bees in your eyes.
But Shay, y'all got anything? I mean, I ran out of facts and questions. Y'all got anything else that happened or y'all want to bring up before we get out of here?
Well, you never see where he's going to you say he's a picture. You didn't explain your story, really, finish your story. I just kind of like threw that question out there, Kev, about your passport.
What story it was?
You went to the post office, your passport, and then you never went in that deep, though, to the story.
Oh, that was a story. I ain't have passport money. And then you answered the question. You asked the question before I could.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, man, motherfucking. But hey, bro, this sounds like it's been a nice, smooth Monday. We've been vibing, chilling. Oh, that boy Jerry got a DBZ top 10 list out. Have you had a chance to peep it, Paul?
I peeped it already. I haven't finished it. It's still on my library, last watched.
I watched it with the
I
sound.
got up to Android 13 or Android 15 months, 15 minutes into it, 20 minutes into it, and something came up and I had to dip out.
See,
but don't spoil it because I have a feeling I already know I have roughly because of a previous convo on what's the one spot, but I still want to be kind of surprised when I see it.
I watched it. I watched it without the sound. I watched it twice. I watched it without the sound, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I agree with this shit." But it's when I watched it with the sound, that's when I started being like, I see where he's going with it. I understand, but what I got from it was that this movie, whatever movie he put forth was really his favorite movie. That's my takeaway from it. That was his favorite movie, and then the top three just made more sense for him, if that makes sense. That's all I got to say for it.
Okay.
Shit, Android 13 could be my favorite movie. Who knows?
I'm going off your list. I'm going off, but that's how I know. My boy spent 30. And he did the taboo. Everybody knows. My biggest recommendation to anybody when it comes to watching DBZ movies: do not watch them bitches in a row.
The ending's
the same thing.
Same thing. I was like, bro, this is the same shit, and it's terrible.
The ending sucked. But what they bring to it though, the villains they usually bring, besides for the first three, but the villains that they usually bring and the shit that goes down, the nigga that the it's just the shit that happens is a good story to tell. But when you watch the actual movie, you're like, bro, what the fuck? Piccolo came to save this motherfucker at the same time. Every fucking movie.
Nigga just popped up. We ain't gonna go too deep. We already know.
No matter what planet.
Nigga just was there.
Niggas could be on a whole other planet.
Hey, he did say, he do got them ears. He can hear. He can hear what's going on. I ain't know it worked that far.
Yeah.
He did say he can hear everything.
You can hear what's going on New Namek.
He didn't even know New Namek was a fucking thing, or you didn't know Old Namek was a fucking thing. You telling me he can hear over there now all of a sudden?
That nigga do be popping up.
Hey, Jerry, so they didn't get to New Namek in 30 minutes.
That shit.
That's why I say, bro, DBZ is the best at when they introduce you a problem or villain, they do their best on building it up, and then when a new thing comes, just going to Namek was a whole fucking 15 episode arc on its own. On him having to Goku having to get outside. I don't know, y'all remember those got out in the spacesuit and he had patch holes and shit. It was a whole the training, and then all of a sudden they get there in 30 minutes. It's just they pull the rug from underneath your feet.
Shit don't make no sense. It took Bulma, Krillin, and Gohan a month, and then Goku 6 days to get to Namek. But in the meta cooler, he just popped up. Again.
That shit around the corner, homie.
And Vegeta too.
Vegeta
too.
That was just passing by, really.
No, I think Vegeta probably was just passing by. Like he just happened to be in the neighborhood. And he felt some power levels. He was like, "Oh shit, let's fight."
Oh shit, what's going on down here? I swear that's Goku.
But before we get out of here, man, last thing, this the motherfucking Monday after hours at this point. Motherfucking Deshaun Watson, 20 of 24 cases.
Settled.
And they just filed a new lawsuit against the Browns, saying that literally breaking news against the Browns, saying they enabled his quarterback's behavior. But if you understand how this shit works, that's just that means their back's against the wall. Like if you can't sue this dude, so you're gonna sue somebody else. Like you just want the money at this point.
They suing the Browns?
Yeah, it's only one person up.
Yeah, a few gonna join in.
I just know that I've been seeing like the NFL PAs looking at a season like for sure or indefinitely like for his suspension, and it like what Pat McAfee says, it's all about like their image. Because you think about any other business, like let's say Apple sales are going down for like a whole 2 quarters, 3 quarters, they're gonna fire somebody. Somebody's gonna be the fall guy, and it's usually somebody who probably had nothing to do with like what the fuck was going on. And then like so with Deshaun Watson, even if he was proved not guilty or didn't even get taken to court through 2 juries, criminal juries, and then he settles, and no one even knows, like no one knows if he settled for $1 or he settled for $1 million. Like no one knows what he settled for. That's all undisclosed information.
You think they was muscling them bitches? Like there was probably maybe 10 that didn't want to sign, so they probably had to.
Probably. Also, I know he didn't want to sign for the longest himself. He wanted to prove his innocence, and then I think now it's just like we got to get this shit wrapped up. We don't want to miss. Like we don't want to continue to be the biggest headline in NFL. Is this?
Just make it.
And hey, they're just gonna make it like that boy Calvin really got a year for betting $1,500. Like. People like Falcon, I've seen people already saying like if he gets less than a year and somebody got a year for betting $1,500, like that doesn't look good. Like that doesn't like send the right message. So that's why everyone's just like it's gonna be at least a year and it might be more than a year. Who knows? I'm waiting to see because it's all gonna wrap up, I think, in like these next 2 weeks.
Interesting, man. But hey, man, I can't even pick a side in that situation because that ain't got nothing to do with me. So, hope whoever needs the help gets the help.
So you said 20 of 24, so that means there are 4 females left.
Basically. Yeah, 4 more left.
He called Saul. Like Alex said it best in the group chat. He said he called Saul to get that shit handled. No cut.
Yeah, his lawyer has 100% win rate too. Like his lawyer is like the top of the top.
Oh, nice with it. But yeah, hey, man. No. But that's been a motherfucking Monday, man. I'm in this bitch. It's your boy Lil KK, aka the Don PYE, also known as the motherfucker on the screen right now. I'm in this bitch with Paul Pickham, Wyndham Conson, the drunk gambler. We got more and more. We got UFC recaps. We got motherfucking boxing previews. And we just got nothing but more shots and smoke and hot takes for you. We got my dog Jerry Will 24 in this motherfucker. That boy got some reaction videos coming this week. He dropped a couple reels this weekend. That boy really on his shit. He's been doing what he do. And he got a show coming up in August, you feel me? So y'all stay tuned and keep up with that boy, man. But this been another Totally Blitz motherfucking Monday. And if you didn't know, I don't mind telling you that you's a
problem with being problematic. Get the light beam on me ready for electrostatic. Don't you step into this box if you're not batting. Then my gang got tools. You could call them boy crap, man. This gang got rules, man. You better watch your passes. This ain't not